Alright guys, this is the big video that you have been waiting for. I go over 23 projects in one video with a little bit of Salt Bae Alpha peppered in between. If you don't know who I am, I'm Legato, the founder of Omega Alpha. You can learn more about my group in the description of this video. Every single project I mention is going to have the links in the description as well. If you want to learn about possible bangers and early projects and everything between, this is the channel to keep an eye on. Please hit that like and subscribe button below. Again, this is going to be rapid fire, quickly go from one to the next and cram as much stuff into this video as possible. As I always have to say, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. If you listen to every single thing that I say in video like it's factual, your investment portfolio is going to disappear just as quickly as Ryan Carson's reputation in Web3. Let's get on with the video. First one up is Elemental Raiders. This one is a possible banger. This one has been blowing up recently. It's a P2E game and it's on the Binance blockchain. It has almost 160k Twitter followers right now and has been getting massive engagement, and this is one of the reasons why. Electronic Arts founder Trip Hawkins is now making Web3 NFT games, and this is it. You can find articles that go over a lot more detail about how big of a deal this is, and all the trailers that they have on Twitter are pretty dope. It looks like there's some serious people and serious money behind this project. You can enter on freenft.xyz for a chance to win a battle pass for Elemental Raiders, and while you're there, enter the other raffles that they have. They're all pretty good and definitely worth it. Next one up is Bentley NFT, like Bentley. Like the car company Bentley, known across the world, that one. Their Twitter has less than 4,000 followers right now, their Discord has about 7,600 members, and there's not really much information. However, they are following Polygon and Bentley, and I can confirm that the official Bentley Twitter is following them back. Let's keep an eye on it. Next up is a Solana NFT, a possible banger, the Heist. I know a lot of people that are super hyped about it. I barely looked into it, to be honest, but the Solana Maxis and Solana Degens I know are clamoring about it. So honestly, for that reason alone, plus some of the big names in the Solana space that are following it, I'm going to keep an eye on the Heist. Here's some quick alpha if you haven't already heard. MetaMask dropped their SDK on the Unity Asset Store, which basically means it'll be a lot easier for games that run on Unity to integrate MetaMask, P2E, wallets, all that stuff. If you want to dive into all the details, you can find articles online off their Twitter, but it's a pretty big deal. In addition to MetaMask, there's a lot of other Web3 solutions that dropped SDKs on Unity recently. Let's see what happens. Next one up is ZenTaiji. It's an early project, super early, like 3,000 followers. It's related to Taiji Labs, who currently have like a 3 ETH floor price. It's also the same group that's behind Earpits. And honestly, this is so early, they haven't even started marketing it yet. But guess what? I'm watching it. It's airdrop season, so since you might get free money out of this, I'm gonna call this a banger. If you've ever played Parallel, which is a sci-fi world and card game, at any point in the previous year, so if you've ever connected your wallet, you actually might get some money from this. I saw a couple alpha dealers share this. First one was Big Papa, shout out to the Omega fam. You could literally have a couple $100s of Prime just sitting in your wallet and not even know about it. Prime's actually tradable on Bybit, Gate.io, Coinbase, and others. If you're comfortable with it, go to this website, connect, and see if you got anything. Gonna follow that alpha up with more alpha, Earndrop. You literally connect your wallet to the website, and it'll tell you if your wallet has some airdrops to claim. Zigzag, Optimism, Blur, Prime, stuff I've never even heard of before. Shout out to the homie Beast for this one. I did test this out myself. You can literally copy and paste your wallet address into the website, and it'll tell you if there's any unclaimed airdrops. Pretty cool. Next up is BeBo. BeBo Labs aims to be a top-tier social and GameFi platform. They just raised $2.3 million in funding. They've done some big collabs, shout out to ETHAPPLE and SearchFi, and have a pretty cool website. You can play some mini games to get a chance at earning a whitelist, and even though there's not much information on the actual mint yet, cool art, connected, money, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I think this one is pretty interesting. Early Retired Cats Club. I saw it floating around in some alpha groups, and it definitely caught my attention. The company behind it is Team Intella, which just partnered with Polygon and Magic Eden. The team has a lot of games in progress, or at least planned, and the website's actually pretty cool. You can click different things, learn about the project, and the YouTube that it links to has 800,000 subscribers just about. It's hard to follow every single thing, but it's definitely different enough that I'm going to pay attention to it and see where it goes. While we're on the topic of cats, let's get into the next one that's interesting, Hellobot. I didn't dive into this one too deep, but they definitely get a lot of engagement on Twitter. I know they started in Web 2 and came to Web 3, and it looks like the company behind it has apps on both Google Play and the App Store. Their Instagram has like 40,000 followers, and honestly, the main reason I'm mentioning this is because all of the Asian collab managers in my group are all about this one. Hellobot is Korean based and is related to AI and AI chatbots. So if my people say it's a good one to watch, I'm gonna watch it. Next up is Invictus Order. It's pretty early. It has like 3,600 followers right now. There's only a couple tweets out, some cool art. At a glance, it doesn't look like anything too crazy until you look at some of the team behind it. Oh, Zeneca. I think I know him. He's an advisor. A lot of very connected people I know are looking at this one. Shout out to Zenuity for letting me know about it. You can check out the website to see what the NFT art will look like that I like and learn a little bit more about the project. And at the very top, you can hit the apply button. Maybe you'll get in. Next up is a possible banger, Steady Stack Legends. This is Gen 2 of Steady Stack, and honestly, if you haven't heard of Steady Stack before, I don't even know what to tell you. You just need to go back and watch all my videos on repeat at this point. Steady Stack Titans has a huge reputation in the space. Floor price keeps going up. It's almost 5 ETH. You can literally just look around Twitter and find a ton of people talking about how good the calls are and how much money they've made by being a part of this group. Their community is super committed. They even had options to stake their first Genesis pass for up to 3 years. 3 years, that's like 20 years in real life time. You can learn more about Titan Legends in the Gen 2 by looking on their website and their Twitter. Even if their upcoming project was literally a foot picture with a little hat on top, I would still label it a possible banger. Don't sleep on Steady Stack. Next up is oogy, another Solana project. Definitely interested in this one. A lot of the degens that I know are scoping this one out. One of the main reasons is they've done a lot of 1-1 art and it's sold for like stupid amounts of Solana. Like 100 Sol, 210 Sol, 353 Sol. I mean, I know personally if I had a choice of $8,000 or this cat with a sombrero, well, I am making NFT YouTube videos, aren't I? But that's really all I looked into it so far, so I'm gonna keep looking at it. Next up is Stella Fantasy. I'm definitely interested in this one. It's a Web3 action RPG. Pre-registration is live. If you look at their website, they have a trailer, some information about crafting and trading NFTs. It looks like gear or loot boxes, and all of their partners, which include some big ones like Animoca Brands. If you look at their YouTube and Twitter, they have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of actual gameplay. It looks like it's Binance chain based. And a lot of streamers are already doing stuff like this and showing the gameplay. I'm a gamer and a weeb, and it's Web3. Count me in. This one is definitely interesting, Pocket Protect Z. It is officially related to Pocket Universe, which is the Chrome extension that protects you from scams and drainers. For the record, if you're not currently using Pocket Universe to protect yourself, you should literally pause this video and go download it right now. It is a godsend. You can read the detailed information on Twitter, but they're talking about dropping tokens that if you hold, actually will give you rewards. It almost looks like it acts as an insurance policy, where if you get scammed with Pocket Universe installed, they'll give you like $100, and then if you own this token you might get more, or you get some type of rewards for more people that use Pocket Universe. More information is coming, but I'm definitely watching this one. Next up is the early project 6 Town Port Rebels. It's a Japanese project and only has about 3,000 followers as of right now on Twitter. There's not too much information on the website, but it mainly talks about an ecosystem which focuses on music, anime, games, fashion, artists, all that stuff. And if you look at the partners in the team, one of them is Sony Music Japan. You know, like Sony? Among some other branch offs of Sony Music Japan as well, like this one. There's not really much information about this one yet, but based on how connected it is, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Here's another super early project, less than 4,000 followers, Gen-velan. Besides a couple really cool pieces of art like this, their Twitter's pretty empty because it's so new, but it does have a lot of notable followers, alpha groups, influencers, and it looks like there's this secondary Twitter account where if they follow you, you're whitelisted, so it might be an application process, I'm not sure yet, but either way, let's see where it goes. This is another early project that's been making its rounds in alpha groups, Nakama. There's not much information about this one yet, but I do know somebody that talked to the team, and I think there's some big names behind it related to Binance and some other stuff. I know as time goes on, we're going to see more and more information about it. And honestly, in Omega Alpha, we have a channel where members can request whitelists, and this one has come up a lot for being so early, so that alone is usually enough for me to pay attention and see where it goes. Next one up is The Bastards. This is another Solana project, and honestly, I might call this one a banger as well. Anybody Everybody I know in the Solana scene is super hyped about this one. They keep seeing all the videos like this and they're really interested in it. As of right now, it has about 24,000 followers on Twitter. And I think in the Solana space right now, there's really only a handful of projects that you can hear the buzz in different Discord servers, and the Bastard is definitely one of them. And honestly, when it comes to Solana projects, I keep it simple. If I hear the homies in Tayo Robotics talking about something, if I hear the other DGens and Solana Maxis talking about something, I am 100% gonna watch it. Since we're on the topic of Solana, here's some quick Solana alpha for you. If you ever want to quickly swap Ethereum to Solana, you usually had to go through an exchange or something elaborate. You can now do it really easily on Hyperspace. Hyperspace is a Solana NFT marketplace and aggregator, and they just started this. You can literally log in, connect your Solana wallet like Phantom, and swap Ethereum to Solana right there. It literally just takes a couple minutes. Supposedly you can't do it the other way yet, but it looks like that might be coming soon, because if you could do it both ways, that would be great. Next one up is Play Pop Go. I swear I just heard about this the other day, and all of a sudden, boom, it's at almost 90k Twitter followers, so I'm definitely interested in it. Their tagline is that they're an omniverse and focus on fashion, lifestyle, and art. The art that they have is pretty cool, and they have a handful of videos like this online, so I'm actually kind of curious if you're able to bring Web3 assets into this, or you can attach your own to it. Again, I didn't dive in too deep, but it's definitely something that I'm going to keep an eye on and see what happens. A lot of the alpha groups I'm in have been mentioning it, so that's enough for me. Next up, we got LOFILIANS or LOFILIANS. I'm definitely interested in this one. They've done a lot of collabs, some people with big followings, Yoga Pet, Zooverse, City Pop Tokyo, all kinds of stuff. Apparently they're trying to build a whole ecosystem where instead of play to earn, it's actually listen to earn. And you can be involved with making beats, sharing them, listening to them. If you look at their light paper, they have a lot of information. The chill token is their government token. The beat token is their platform token. There's a lo-fi station, chill to earn, share to earn, produce to earn. It goes into all these metrics about how much money is in streaming and how it can benefit this project. To me, it's one of those projects that at surface level just looks like anything else, but then when you actually read about it, it goes a little deeper. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out. Get it? Play out, like playing music. Next up is Iron Paw Gang. The art in this one is pretty cool, and it's a part of the Random Character Collective. You've probably heard of Random Character Collective before. Mood Rollers is a part of them. Slim Hoods is a part of them. And of course, the one that most people know immediately, Invisible Friends, which still has like a 2 ETH floor price. 50,000 ETH traded volume, by the way. Wow. But back to Iron Paw Gang, I definitely think this one is a possible banger because it's really hard to get whitelisted. This is not your normal project where there's tons of AlphaBot raffles everywhere. You have to hold different NFTs to have a chance, and the ones that give guaranteed whitelist spots are pretty expensive. I won't dive into the details, but Adam Ape is behind this project, and he's had a lot of successful NFTs lately. I think this one is going to be difficult to get, but if you can find a way in, it's probably going to be a nice one. Next up is a quick one. This is an early project, Revenge. It's a 10,000 supply free mint project. And on their Twitter, they have like a lot of videos and previews, stuff like that. Their website's pretty basic. It has a link to the pre-mint, which for the record shows 10,000 supply, but on the bottom left of the website, it says 5,000 supply. So I'm not sure which one's right. But it also has a link to their white paper. I'm not going to go through it here, but they are planning a game. They seem to have some development already in progress. It looks like tokens, revenue to holders, beta access, boxes. Let's see if they can deliver. Next up is a possible banger. DenDekaDen is doing a second project. The Genesis has a 3.5 ETH floor and over 4,000 in ETH traded volume. It's a Japanese project, cool art. They're definitely building out a whole ecosystem. This isn't just going to be a couple quick NFTs and call it a day. For mico, they have a lot of different phases. I see Plum List, Bamboo List. I believe the Bamboo is guaranteed and the other ones are not guaranteed. They aren't doing a ton of collabs. I'm not seeing this one make its rounds everywhere, but they have done some big ones. And with this type of following, engagement, and Genesis floor price, I already know that this is going to be a good mint if you can get whitelisted for it. Their website has a lot more information. And what's interesting is just judging by this, it looks like there's 7 different characters with limited amounts of each. So I wonder if you pick when you mint or if it's totally randomized. Either way, I hope I get whitelisted. Next up is ANIPANG, which is a possible banger depending on the details. The ANIPANG Supporter Club is the Web3 arm of ANIPANG. The Supporter Club has almost 200k followers, and the Web2 Twitter has over 100k. 100 million cumulative downloads, 11 million users. This is pretty much the Korean Candy Crush. So this might be one of those projects Projects is since it's based on an already very successful IP, that depending on the mint details, it could be very lucrative. So let's see what happens. Last project I'm going to mention is AVALON. It's a blockchain project from MMO devs. It has less than 4,000 followers, so I guess I'd classify it as early. But this one has some serious potential. They just raised $13 million for this one. They're shooting for AAA content, plus the ability for others to create AAA content themselves. Again, there's a lot of money behind this. It's super early. There's a ton of articles you can dig up about this one, but we're talking about people that were involved in like EverQuest and big games. So I definitely am going to keep an eye on this one. I'm a huge nerd. Very curious. And bang, you made it to the end of the video. That, my friends, is how you give your video editor a heart attack when he realizes that you really did that many projects in one video. But seriously, thanks for making it to the end. Please shoot a like and subscribe below if you want to see more content like this. My goal is to throw you a ton of projects, news, and alpha every week to keep you on your toes. If you think there's any big ones that we missed, or you want us to cover a really specific topic in another video, drop some comments below. And if you're not a member of Omega Alpha, good luck on the whitelists. Peace.